It is currently 8:42 a.m. I woke up at 4:15 a.m. this morning, Monday, August 17th. And I was told by my boss last week that if I didn't go in for the morning meetings that I was going to get fired. Well, whoop-de-doo, I didn't go in for the morning meeting because I couldn't find any transportation. However, I'm here making some content because that's one of my priorities right now. It's just that I've been trying to push myself out there and do the uncomfortable things. And one of my uncomfortable things is being on social media. So, not just being on social media, but actually presenting advice and talking about like my struggles and things that actually matter to me. So, I had mentioned in a previous video that I started working with an amazing woman. She's beautiful. She's God-centered. She's amazing. She's like a lot of things that I want to be when I am older. But I've had 2 meetings with this woman. She's, like I said, just amazing overall. She's an amazing, kind-hearted, beautiful person. So the 2 meetings that I've had with her, the first one, she gave me a little book to study as homework, and I have some notes written out in front of me. These are not all of them. I don't know if you can see the other sticky notes, but they're there because she just, if this is something that she read, this is something that I should read if I want to become successful. So I wanted to come on here and talk about that. This book that she had given me, she only told me to read 2 chapters of it, and as well as the intro, but just the two chapters. And I've gone a little bit farther than that. I've probably gone to like chapter 5 or 6, and it's an amazing book. It's called Goals by Brian Tracy, and the main purpose of this book, from what I've read, is writing down your goals. I don't know about other people, but I know many people go to therapy and they are told to just journal. I journal, but I can write poems after poems after poems of things that I'm feeling and the emotions that I'm having and how I should deal with them. But I don't write about the bigger picture because the bigger picture isn't what I'm concerned about in the moment, just how to control my emotions. But you can control those things, especially after dealing with them for so long. You can control those things. And I have some study notes in front of me, not from the book specifically, but just things that kind of stuck with me while I read the little bit that I've read, and I'm going to continue to read it and keep you updated until I'm finished with this book, which is not going to take very long. But it's, like I said, it's called Goals by Brian Tracy. It's about journaling, it's about self-talk, it's about your mindset about yourself, it's about the things that you can accomplish if you just have more self-belief. This is something that I feel like my generation struggles with so much. Obviously, I have a few videos on this account, but I haven't talked about the fact that I'm 19. I graduated high school not too long ago because I just moved around so much, but I graduated with many credits. I graduated like top 15% of my class, so I'm pretty good. But my biggest thing was just that I had so much negative self-doubt, and like my mindset is just like, oh, well, I'll wait for the right time, I'll do this, I'll do that, but I'll do it when it feels right or when I feel more prepared. You're never gonna feel prepared. Sorry to tell you, like I said, just graduated high school and I started my first office job, and it's not the same, and I didn't catch on to it because I was used to working in restaurants. But now I'm in this position and I'm like, I have to act like an adult, and it's just so hard, especially when I don't have I do now have adult figures to kind of like leech off of that when it comes to those things, but I didn't have any idea how to act like an adult when I actually got to an office position. So now I'm having to learn. But I take notes on how the people around me act, and I've already messed up, which I have time to learn, right? But I don't want to waste that time thinking that it's gonna, like, how do I explain it? I don't want to waste that time thinking like, oh, I have the time to learn. No, I should learn from my mistakes right then and there. So if you can do that when it comes to how you speak to yourself, and it correlates a lot, but if you see that you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to pass this test, and you don't pass that test because you said that you're not going to pass that test. I was once dating a guy who said that he was going to get like a 76 on a test because he had studied for it, but he didn't study hard enough. You know, he got a 76. So it's not that bad, but at the end of the day, it's because he didn't have enough confidence in himself that he got that grade. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which I don't know about a lot of people here. Some people are religious, some people are atheists, some people really don't care. Some people just think that there's a God, and some people that just think that there's a devil, and then some people just separate it by, you know, what they think the universe is. At the end of the day, what really matters is prayer. And I'm Christian. I'm Baptist right now, but I literally went to a non-denomination church yesterday, and it was amazing. I loved it. I have notes in my other journal, but I want to talk about how your religion plays the most into your self-talk. Like, if your God could hear the way you speak to yourself, would they be happy? Because you're their creation. Me specifically, I'm Jesus Christ, God's creation. If he could hear the things that I had said to myself previously, he has heard the things. I know he wasn't happy, and that's why I got what I got. I messed up so many times because I expected myself to mess up. And, you know, you are what you say you are. I heard a quote, I don't remember what book it was from, I had just heard it online, but it was, people who say they can and people who say they can't are both right. If you say something, your brain can't distinguish between it. So if you're going to say that you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, you need to have your own self-belief, because nobody's going to come and tell you, like, oh, you should feel this way about yourself. No, what really matters is what you do about it, because somebody can encourage you and somebody can support you, but what are you going to do with that encouragement? What are you going to do with that support? You know? I feel like I'm speaking so long. It's been 7 minutes already. And I already talked about, you know, telling yourself the accomplishments that you want to achieve. They're called affirmations. I do speak affirmations to myself, but I don't speak them as often as I could, because sometimes it just doesn't stick with me. But it's trying to become the kind of person who already has that inner belief. I don't have to say it to myself every single day. I just need to believe that I'm that person, and those things will come to me. Those good things that come to the person that I want to become will come to me. So, yeah. And the last thing that I really wanted to speak about was just mindset. And all of this stuff ties in together so well, and it's just such a beautiful thing that our brains and our frequencies work that way. I am going to read just one quote from this book. I wrote it down. I don't know if I showed you, I forgot already, but it says, where you go is solely determined by yourself and your own thoughts. Your thoughts are creative. Your thoughts form and shape your world and everything that happens to you, which is so powerful. So, yeah, have an amazing identity within yourself, and amazing things will happen. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and that's all I wanted to do. I love you. God loves you more. Stay encouraged, and most of all, just believe in yourself. Have an amazing day. Bye.